in this afternoon. It is Saturday afternoon, and we are live in Toronto, and it is. I am here to help you. Are you looking for financial freedom? I am on three different things right now. I am on TikTok, Instagram, and I am also on YouTube. I have followers in all of those platforms, and sometimes it's easier to find one or the other to wherever. Sometimes it depends on where you are. So, because of that, I'm giving everybody a tiny bit of it. So, as you know, I promised on Wednesday that I would be doing my lives on Wednesday at 1 p.m., my financial lives, and on Saturday at 1 p.m. Well, it's 1 p.m. And my topic is, are you looking for financial stability, and or do you want financial freedom? Do you desire to have financial freedom? The thing about that entire thing is this: if you're looking to be financially secured in the future, you have to start today. You have to start now. And that is one of the things we must remember. I come from inside of TD Bank. I work with them for a number of years. I help others live a fulfilled life by doing finances and doing it well, teaching people from scratch. So, because of the time we're having now with prices going this and that and tariffs coming from here and there, I have decided to cut out here on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So grab your notebook, grab your blue ink pen. When you're writing your dream goals and desires, you use a blue pen, the color of the sky, the color of the water, the things that are brilliant. Do not use black ink pen at all, not because it's not good. It's only because you want to see vibrancy, you want to see something light, your money. Financial freedom is available even in turbulent times, even when things are horrible, because you need the root. If you're having a hard time right now financially, or you want more, you desire more financial freedom, stability, any of that, you've come to the right place. I know how to do that. I know exactly how this is done, showing the background. So what I want you to realize is, hey, I have the tools you need. I have the know-how. I can take you there if you're willing to go there. It's going to be different when you are looking for your stability, financial stability. It's not hard, but it's a challenge. And I'm saying it's not hard. You know why? When we say it's hard, it becomes hard. When we say we're struggling, look at how the word struggle is formed, and people use it so frequently. It's like a snake's SKRUGG, right? It's wrapping around, it's strangling you. So I always prefer to tell you guys, say, I have a financial challenge. Look up the meaning of challenge if you doubt me. You have a chance to win. A challenge is you can win. A struggle, you're choking, it's wrapping around your neck. Hard. It makes the word is deep here. It's concrete. It feels heavy. You cannot move. But if somebody challenge you to do something, you're going to wake up and say, damn it, man, I can win this. I have to do it because I have a chance to win. And that's what I will teach you. Do not be afraid of the big banks. Do not be afraid of the big banks. Do not be afraid of the credit union in your community, excuse me. Do not be afraid to bank your money. The government does not come and steal your money. The banks do not print money. They need your money to enable them to give a loan. And if you doubt how this works, let me tell you, the biggest thing and the best thing you can do for yourself is to save a little bit every day. If you do not start today, you have no foundation. And if you do not have a foundation, you will not weather the storms of life as things change. So if all you can save is $5 a week, $20 a week, and you are sitting back and saying to me, Tessa-Marie, what is $20? $20 a week. Get your calculator out. Just do it, just to satisfy me, to say, I'm feeding this crazy lady up here. I'm going to prove to her. I want to prove to you that $20 a week. Think of it. So let's say you have $20 to save once a week, once a month for $20, but you do it 1 week. That is 52 weeks in the year. So that's not a lot of money. But there is something that happens that's called compounding interest. So let's say that the bank gives you $1 interest on each $20 you put in there for the year. So multiply 20 by 52 and add 52. Next year, no, you are going to make interest. That 52 is the interest. But this time, no, you have 20 times 12 plus 52. So the following year, you're going to do it again, but they're going to give you $1.04 now. And that is compounding it. And over time, and if you think I'm joking, scrap that. Take 20 times 12, 20 times 52 times 18. Do this and only put 20. Don't put anything else. For 18 years, $20, boom, bam, no interest from the bank, just your money. Look at the total. Do the math. So you can realize it's a win-win to save $5 a week. It's a win-win to save $2 a week. I keep saying to you guys, I did not start by saving $80 a week. I started by $1.75, and it was my husband and I, the two of us together. That's all we had. But it grew, and the interest grew, and we put a little 25 cents more to bring it to $2, to $2.25, to $4. And if you do that, so you have done the math, 20 times 52 times 18 years, and you didn't get interest. But think, for every $10,000 you save and they give you a 5% interest, you have $500. Interest on that 500, now it becomes 10,500. And you might stop and never put any money again. But every year you get another 500, and every year now you're at 10,000, or you're 11,000 2 years later, then you're 11,500. And that's how you get interest and you build your financial portfolio. So you have to start from the bottom. You have to consistently do it though. The trick that is good about doing this is the bank will not charge you for doing it. That is the only activity or only thing they'll do for you for free at the bank. That's the only thing these people will do for you for free. That's what they'll do for free. The only thing. They'll automatically take their money every Friday and save it where you tell them to save it, the amount you tell them, and they will do it for free. And you're saying, Tessa-Marie, why? Tessa-Marie is telling you why. This is the why. The reason why they're doing that for free. So let me see if a name here. Chris. I can see that person named Chris. Chris has decided he wants to buy a house. He saved money and he has his down payment, and the bank has to give him a mortgage. So when he goes to the bank to get the mortgage, the bank says to him, yeah, you have a mortgage, you qualify. No, the bank doesn't print money. That's the government's job, and they don't print that much anymore. And they have they have to have a reason to print it. But you and I have our savings account in the bank. And the bank promised to give us, let's say 5%, just to make it even. Not even 5%, 1% on our money. And we say, okay, it's better than not getting anything. That's what we say. So they gave Chris that mortgage at 6%. Where does the money come from? They take your money, your $20, my $20, this one 10,000, that one 40,000, this one 50,000, and they put it together and they give Chris a mortgage for his 400,000 gathered from all their customers. They agree to pay us $1 every 6 months or every year. And who do you think get the $4? Without that $1, without we saving, they would not have the money to give Chris to have the mortgage. That's how the money goes around and around. That's why when housing stops, everybody suffers. They need our money to make money. They pay us a little bit, agreed. It reminds me of that. Those of you who know that story in the Bible. The man wanted people to work in his field. So he went out and he got some people at 6 a.m. and he said, I'll pay you so much. He went back at 12. I need more people. I'll pay you the same thing. And they were complaining. He said, no, I agree to pay you that. And I agree to pay them. And that's how it's going to go. Same thing for the bank. They agree to give us 1%. And they agree. And Chris has decided he will take the mortgage at 5% or 6%. And that's how they pay we, the employees. When I work there, our insurance, everything, building, that and this. That is one way of making money. So that works for you if you save. You do not have to save a large amount of money to build wealth. It takes time to build wealth, and all we have is the time of today. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a complete mystery. We don't know what might happen in the world, but we do know we have today. So this is one of the reasons why we have to use today to make it better. You have to act in the moment. Save some of your money. You have to choose a period of time that you will say to yourself, I am not going to spend any money. And this is something you have to keep doing. I am not spending any money. I'm going to save my money. You have to eat. You have to drink. You have to have money that, hey, you need to have some money. Hi, Melford, put aside. I'm doing a financial series on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 1. The thing, Melford here is one of my graduates from my financial program. And this man is very successful. Financially, he has things going his way because he started from the bottom. He worked, he followed the rules and the regulations of savings, automatic savings. Do not trust yourself to pay yourself. The credit card company wants to take your money. The other day, yesterday, I called for the people to fertilize my lawn. And right there and then she said, oh, we can take a payment right here online. I said, no, you won't. I said, just send me a bill and I'll pay you online myself. You see what I mean? They have had my account for 10 years, but they cannot take a chance to trust me to pay them. They want to dip their hand in your account and take whatever it is they desire to take. And let the bank do that if they're saving it for you. So you have to manage your money. You have to say at the end of the year, this is what I work for. Let me tell you something. All the money you get all year round, if at December 31st, you do not have some sort of money sitting there, you have not worked. You were not able to keep anything. You have nothing to show for that time. And that is silly. You were working 52 weeks of the year maybe, and 2 weeks vacation here and a couple of sick days there. And you are just as bad as how you started the year on the 31st of December as you started the year in the 1st of January. I teach all of my clients to make sure you have your money under control. You have to make sure you know where your money is going. You must make the effort. It does not require a lot of effort. It requires a simple action one day, like today, like tomorrow. Everybody knows how to point and click. So point and click. Go to the bank. I deal with I talk about TD Canada Trust for those of you who are here from Canada, and some of you have it in the States. The system is the most user-friendly system you will find in the banking industry. I always advocate have more than one savings account. If you have one savings account and all your money for saving is in it, it's like having an Irish stew. No flavor, yet lots of flavor. And whereas if you have an account for your car, I have a car maintenance account, I have a house maintenance account. I want to know where that is going. That doesn't mean hundreds and hundreds of dollars go into those accounts, but over time it builds. So, what do you want? What is that thing you desire? I teach every one of my clients, students, what you want to call them, to have a vacation account. And you, there's one of you here going to say to me, Tessa-Marie, I don't need a vacation account. Where am I getting the money from? I have no money to go on a vacation. I haven't been on vacation in 10 years. I get it, but I don't use it. I've heard that before. This is not my first rodeo. But if you decide you want to go on a vacation, you have to do that. You have to put the money in the vacation account. I love the multiple accounts Melford talks about, and I will be teaching that one of these Wednesdays or Saturdays, really hands-on multiple accounts. TD Bank tells you to rename your account, give it a name. So when I open my portfolio and I look at my business in the bank, okay, I have so much money in my house buying account. Hi, Deborah. Good afternoon. I have so much in my home maintenance account. Listen, I have so much in my vacation account. Can I go on that trip? There's a sale happening right now and I have enough money. Boom, bam, I pay for it. I don't come back and worry about where it's going to come from. You see, I know how to give you financial stability and freedom. I know how to take you on the road. I keep telling people I am a financial human GPS. Tell me where you want to go, and I will point you and I'll put you on the road. And if you stay focused, and you will get it. You don't have to get a headache. When I talk about saving money, I talk about a sustainable financial spending plan. I say it's a spending plan. Why would I say that? Because you see, think of the word. The other one, the other one that I don't use is AKA. You know what that one is, Melford? A budget. What does that do for you? When you hear the word budget, you feel, oh shit, I cannot afford this. I cannot go here. I cannot buy this. I don't have money for that. The budget makes you feel like you're restricted. You cannot do anything. It tells you all the things you can't have. A sustainable financial spending plan says, I have a plan that is sustainable. How to spend my money? Yes, you do. Talk to my clients. They'll tell you what happened during COVID. None of my clients went under. People that I have trained, I don't train them anymore, but they come to me for a checkup once a year. This is where we are. We are having a baby. We're buying a home. We need to do this. And we make a new plan once a year. These were people that I spoke to once a week for hours, literally hours. And today, they come to see me once a year for a checkup. So during COVID, nobody was getting paid, but you have a car maintenance account. You haven't used the car for 3 years. There's some money there. I put $300 for my car because of the kind of car I have. So that is $3,600 a year. So if you had $100 for your car maintenance, an oil change, a lube job, or this or that, a brake, winter tires, right? For 3 years, the car sat there. That is $1,200 a year for $3,600. We couldn't go on vacation, so that $1,500 again you had for vacation is 3 times that sitting there. So you really didn't do much maintenance. You couldn't have people come in the house or your apartment or whatever to do any repairs for you. So all that money is sitting there, vacation car, shopping, etc. accounts. Melford is reminding me of the different names. And let me tell you, those that had mortgages they call, what are we to do? I said, you don't have a problem. You have a sustainable financial spending plan. That's why it sustained you through the COVID time. Take the money from the vacation, which you cannot go to, and pay the mortgage payment, pay the rent, pay the expenses, buy your groceries. Because money not coming in, but you have money that's packed there. Unemployment insurance is not a lot, but you already have a base. And that is what we need to have. Hello, Angie. Thank you for coming. Angie is on YouTube, Melford is on Instagram, and there are tons of people on TikTok. And that is what I wanted to explain to you guys. One of the things you have to do for sure is start saving money today. Go on your bank website and open a savings account. When you have the savings account open, there are charges if you use them every month. But if you're saving, you're allowed one or two charge and withdrawals a month. But if you're saving for a particular thing or occasion, that might be years from now. But you need to know what it is. So name it. My car buying account. My luxurious car buying account. When you look at that and you see the name, what you saved, they're saving the money for, it makes you feel great. You feel empowered. Good. I have that. My vacation account. Oh, so we plan to go on vacation, and we have about $2,400. And maybe you cannot do 24 and you have children at home. But think last summer, you didn't have one penny in a vacation account. But you followed what I said last January of 2024. I got you ready in September of 2023 to begin your financial journey. You have to have a plan made before January. This New Year's resolution is nonsense. That's why they die. Do you know 75% of New Year's resolution died already? 10%, 15% is on life support, and 10% will make it to December alive with a broken bones, a broken leg. I mean, maybe the plan was to get rid of $10,000 worth of debt, but 5,000 gone. That's what I'm trying to say. So begin by putting small amounts. Do not say to me, Tessa-Marie, based on what you said, I saved $500 last week. I'm talking to you 2 weeks later, and I have a memory of an elephant. I'm going to say, okay, John, so how much of that savings you have left? So don't bend your, things came up. And how much do you have left? I didn't ask you what came up. That's how hard I am on the people I coach. I didn't ask John what came up. I said, how much money do you have in your savings account right now? Well, this happened. And I said, John, I didn't ask you what happened. I want to know what's the balance. $20. $20. I don't get angry because I knew that would happen. All I said to John is that, okay, so you have $20 left. So that tells me from now on, I want you to only put $20 automatically into that account every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks. And that is all. Melford is all over the place. He's on YouTube. I'm everywhere. I'm getting better at doing this. I want to help Melford, so many people. I want them to feel like you. I want them to be as amazing as you. That you, somebody who knows you very well said to me, I want to have the Melford style of money management and the entire family dynamics. And I go, really? I said, Melford cultivated that. He worked on that. He planned that. He stuck to it. And sometimes that sustainable financial spending plan might get a little bit of a headache. I ever made was meeting with you. Thank you, Melford, for saying that. Thank you. And I will never forget that. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. The best choice I ever made was meeting with you. Hi, Pavali from India. How are you doing, Pavali? So Pavali is my friend, and she lives in India, and she was one of my students too, Pavali. So what I want you guys to understand, that money that we have, if we do not harness it, put it a harness around it, it's not going to work. I didn't know how powerful those words were. I have a dentist that believe when he has his hand in my mouth, he should ask me financial questions. So he gives me a pad and pencil, and I reply. And he was talking and talking, and I'm replying. And he said something to me we're finishing, and I could speak. I said, Dr. Sodi, money has to be harnessed. And he walked away, and I could hear him repeating it. He's a dentist, he makes money. But these words were so profound that he repeated it. Then he turned, he said, what do you mean? I said, if you do not put a bridle on that money and pack it where it's supposed to be to that post, give it a name, it will leave you. It will go. Money will go if you do not do something with it, name it. Money is like a human being. You don't call me by my name, I'm not going to answer you. You don't cherish me, I won't hang with you. You abuse me, I won't be here with you. Because money is an energy. My mom said to me years and years ago, she said, you know, Tess, if people treat each other as they treat their money, hi, Stacy, there would be no money in the world. Money would just take off on others. She was a businesswoman, and my mother, when they gave her a crooked crush up bill, she would iron it before she packed it away. So that's what I'm saying to all of you, that you have to harness your money. Start small. Do not go to save $100 if really all you can save is $5. And always look at it. I have 5 today. Next week I'll have 10. And that's all it is. If you do not save your money automatically, it won't stay with you. It just stands to reason. You don't hug me, you don't kiss me, you ain't gonna hang around with you. No, man, I'm out of here. That's what money does. When last though, you say, Tess, I'm in overdraft. So I said, what's your point? Well, all I ask you is when last you looked at your bank account, go in on computer, on your iPhone, on your telephone, on all your phones, and check your business. Oh, I'm in a mess. I'm not going to look at that. If you give it attention and you acknowledge you're in overdraft, guess what will happen? You are honoring, you have overdraft. That means you have money to use. That means somebody believed and trusted in you enough to give you overdraft. You have a credit card that is to the limit. I get it. But your goal is to bring it down to zero. I am here with you. I am here with you right there to bring it down to zero. But I do not require you to be afraid of where you are in life. Where you are in life, financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, it is a moment in time. That moment is going to pass. And the storm will be over. The skies will clear and the sun will shine again on you financially. My job is to enlighten you, educate you, empower you to live a fulfilled life. Enlighten you. And then when I'm done enlightening you, I want to educate you and empower you. Here's the tool. You picture this. If you do not start now to put money aside, you will have to work with Walmart in your 70s or Target or somewhere, Canadian Tire or Depot, pushing carts. What would you rather be, or where would you rather be? If that's what you want to do and work, and that money is to live, for your living expenses, then you need to shake it up. You have to realize money is a very important part of our life, and it is not an illegal and it's not a sin to have money. And do not get angry at wealthy people. Look at them, study them, see what you like about what they're doing, and then you in turn go and do your own thing. Have a vision, your own vision of your version of the type of life you desire to live. You need to have that. And no one can give it to us but us. So this is today. Next on Wednesday at 1 p.m., I will be live again. But what I want to do on Wednesday at 1 p.m. is to give you the tips on how to prepare a sustainable financial spending plan, aka budget, where you are number one. Do you know how they always say, pay yourself first? Guess what? I'm going to get you to do that. And your paycheck, because you're starting this journey now, so the paying yourself first part is going to be small. But right now, take your blue ink pen and make a dot on your paper right now. Pause, look at it. This is the size of a lettuce seed that gives you a bunch of lettuce. That's how small it is. That's what it starts off. And those of you who know what an oak tree look like and have seen what an acorn look like, an acorn is this part of our finger. And from that acorn seed comes the mighty oak. You have to start with a seed. And then I'll go where you guys don't like me to go, right? And you guys are going to say, oh, she's going in that place again. When you were conceived, they couldn't see you with the naked eye. They needed a microscope, right? Magnifying glass to find that little seed. You are already a winner. When you decided to be conceived that day, you won the race. You were the first one to get to your mother's womb. And you planted yourself there. According to the rest of the history of what it is, I'm not a scientific person. It's all math and English and storytelling things. They said there were hundreds more, but you made it. And today, as a full grown adult, you're casting doubt on your ability to succeed. Come on, man. I tell you, you can win. Even in those turbulent times, you can win. All you have to do is to have the passion to win, the determination to win, the consistency of action and perseverance when a spoke in your wheel's broken, you get a flat tire, you don't sit there and die, you fix the tire and you move with the car. So let's do this together. I came from inside of TD Canada Trust, and what they taught me, I am going to pour it on you. I'm going to equip you. Hey, everybody, if I were to talk to you guys there, maybe maybe the one thing you will notice is that you have the ability to start from the bottom and get somewhere. So have a great day, everybody. Thank you for coming, Melford, Stacy, Angie, and I don't know who else is, and Chris, I saw Isabella and Alia. All of you. Thank you, guys. It's a wonderful time to be there. And Melford, I get to thank you for coming. You made me remember the journey that you were. Your journey wasn't hard because you were a good student, and you have the proof is now. So take care, everybody. I'm going to end it on YouTube first so I can reach across and do the others. So there goes YouTube, ending it and ending YouTube. And I'm going